very exciting weekend. It's very exciting because we've got a new partnership through RAFA Racing with British GT. As you'll be able to see, there's a few new stickers on the car with the RAFA Racing on the numbers, and on the podium, it's all about kind of bringing RAFA Racing Club to the UK in future years. So we're trying to get it out there now and tell everyone a bit about it and what it is. So we're really, really excited to be partnering with British GT. So yeah, I'm here at Silverstone whilst the whole RAFA Racing Club are actually out in Miami. They're having a mega time. We've got a really, really busy schedule this weekend. I mean, after the racing today, we're straight out to Belgium on a flight, and then we've got a day off tomorrow, and then we're straight into 2 days testing, me and Rafa, for our McLaren Trophy series. So it's a different track again, another new track that I'm ticking off my list. Same for Rafa, never done it before, both of us. I've done a bit of sim, he's done a bit of sim out in Houston. So what's really cool, as you guys probably know, is Greystone are here with 3 of their cars. Got Ollie Webb and Ewan Hankey, really cool drivers. We've also got Arden here, so we're going to kind of go around the paddock and say hello to everyone, see how they're getting on, see how the weekend's going. Ollie Webb is coming out with us to coach at Spa, so we'll get a proper chat in with him and see what his plans are for me and Rafa to make us quicker and quicker on Tuesday and Wednesday. As I mentioned earlier, obviously the GB4 and the GB3 teams are here this weekend. One being Arden International, which obviously we have another connection with. And what's really cool, it's another link into this week, because last week I was actually at Arden practicing Spa on the simulator with Steve, my coach, because I'd never done Spa before, so it was really good to get a session in with Steve, a whole day session. We were in the GT3, which I mean I wasn't complaining about, but because we didn't have the GT4 mod. But I was doing some really quick lap times and I really got in the zone with the track, and it's going to be a super exciting week at Spa, and having that prep from Arden really helped. And then even more exciting is when we're back from Spa, we're going to be going straight to Arden to test for Paul Ricard with Steve and Rafa. So Rafa's going to meet the whole Arden family, and we're going to get him up to pace for Paul Ricard, where we're testing at the end of the month as well, on the 20th and the 21st for the official test day of McLaren Trophy. We'll definitely get... There's Ian. Hello! There's another fellow Greystone teammate, which is quite cool. Race 1 is about to just kick off. We've got the grid walk happening now. It's going to be a really exciting race. We're really looking forward to it. So now we're going to just chill out and watch the racing, and then enjoy the rest of the weekend. And then we're flat out straight to Spa tonight.
Yeah, so I did British GT back in 2017, finished 3rd in the championship, and pretty much after that I then went to Europe in the Nürburgring and sort of made myself as a bit of a Nürburgring specialist now. So I had the lap record there in the GT3 cars, won championships and races over there as well. Now Aston Martin factory driver, so I'm doing a lot with those. Yeah, podium at Le Mans last year as well, my first attempt, it was very cool. Yeah, driving both the Aston in the IMSA long races this year, so the endurance races, and then the new Ferrari 296 in Nürburgring this year. So we just won the qualifying race, first overall win worldwide for the 296, so that was a nice little box to tick.
Fantastic. I actually drove the Aston Martin GT4 not long ago in Arizona for a shootout with the Heart of Racing.
Oh yeah?
I loved that car. I absolutely loved it.
So yeah, Heart of Racing who I'm driving with as well.
Oh really?
Yeah, those guys.
Ah, there you go.
Nice.
So I'm racing in McLaren Trophy this year in the 570 GT4, and I'm going out to Spa on Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm actually flying out there tonight. Would you give me any advice, as you've probably done a lot of Spa?
Yes, absolutely. Right, disregard the weather because it's its own little microclimate, so you have to be prepared for everything there. It's in the Ardennes Hills, So yeah, it's going to throw a lot at you there.
Yeah.
But the track itself is epic, and the faster the car you drive, the better the track becomes effectively. So the GT4 will be awesome around there, especially. Yeah, it's got it's a commitment track effectively. So you've got to build yourself up, but it's all about having the confidence on corner entry to the big ones like Eau Rouge, Pouillon, Blanchimont, etc. And it's a combination of those technical corners and commitment high-speed corners, as well as the technical sections like the final chicane, La Source hairpin, and the Lacombe chicane at the end of the Kemmel straight as well.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
No worries, no, you'll have lots of fun.
Yeah,
enjoy.
Well, I mean, the last couple of days were wet, which doesn't help for a sunny race, but we've had a couple of test days here where the car was strong, we're up near the front, and Andre, my teammate, is using this race mainly as a bit of a test. It's his first year properly in the GT3, so he's going to get as many laps as I can. I'll go in for maybe the last 45 minutes and see where we can bring it home, but the main thing is we need to get his gap to the other AMs a little bit closer.
Yeah, perfect. Well, sounds good. Sounds very similar to mine and Rafa's scenario with his first year in cars, so it's very similar in that aspect. So Spa on Tuesday, Wednesday. You've obviously done a lot of laps around Spa. You looking forward to coaching me and Rafa again?
Yeah, so it's such an amazing... Have you guys driven around Spa before? Oh, it's unbelievable. Whether it's wet or dry, and Spa being Spa, it'll be both. It's an amazing track in any car, and it's a really good quality couple of days. So I think, that I'd say any track in real life versus the sim, in the world that I could think of, Spa is the one that is the most different. It's the hardest to compute versus the sim because it is so undulating and the compressions are so much. So you guys will love it, but it's going to be a real, tough couple of days.
Yeah, really looking forward to it, because I found that on the sim, a lot of people were telling me how Eau Rouge is literally like a massive hill, but on the sim, I didn't quite get that.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are saying in real life, I will feel it.
Yeah, it's like a wall. When you get to the bottom, you're not looking up there.
So I'm looking forward to that, but yeah, thanks Ollie. Hopefully the rest of the day goes well. Good luck.
Fingers crossed.
Right, so that's it. That's the end of the British GT weekend. What an amazing weekend for the first announcement of the partnership with RAFA Racing. I mean, it's incredible racing. It was a 3-hour race with a 40-car grid, so it was phenomenal to spectate and just to have the RAFA Racing banner on the podium as well as on the car stickers. What a race, very eventful. Lots of crashes and all sorts of changing positions happening. Now we're off to Belgium for Spa. Let's go. Test day number 1. Perfect.
Welcome.
Oh, very nice.
You got a 24?
Yeah.
Hey.
So, Garage 18 for our briefing. So, test day number 1, we're finally here at Spa, finally driving again. Can't wait to get back out in the McLaren GT4. Rafa's currently on his way. He's landed all the way from Miami, so he's had a long 9-hour flight, but he's on his way to the track now, driving. Hopefully he's got some sleep and hopefully he's good to go. But yeah, they had an incredible time out in the Miami GP, but now it's time to get back to business. We've got Ollie Webb with us today, so he's going to make us quicker and quicker. Both me and Rafa, like I said, haven't done the track, so it's going going to be one of those days of just trying to get quick. Because you've only got 2 days to do it, and then we've got the race in a few months' time. So plan is, Ollie Webb's going to go out first, bed in the brakes, then I'll go out because I don't think Rafa will be here by that time. If he is here, he'll go out, but I don't think he will be. So I'll be going out, and hopefully I can get my groove in. I've been told by a lot of people with this circuit, when you get used to it, you get such a rhythm with it, because obviously it's really fast and exciting. It's a long lap, it's about a 2-minute 30 lap. The weather not necessarily on our side, so we'll see how that plays out, but it's meant to stay dry till 12. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, and I'll catch up with you later on.
Session we get, just build up to it in the first session. I know we're probably only going to get 2 laps or something depending on the when it goes green, but there's like 7 sessions today, so we've got a good amount. Are they not going to go ahead with the next one then?
That was a quick one. So literally just had 1 session, but I got in the car and unfortunately didn't get out. Ollie got in, bedded in the brakes, and then unfortunately on his 4th lap where he's pushing, red flag came out. So I got in the car, kind of hoping that we'd get out again for the last 5 minutes, but they decided to push it to the next session. So that's a morning kind of session gone, but it's okay. We still got 7 sessions left in the day, so I'm going to go out for the next one. That's the reality of a test day. Exactly, Ollie. Exactly. How was the car and everything? Was it good?
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, because the brake bedding didn't really get to. I got to do the Sorso Rouge and then the first.
And then it was red.
Chicane, and then it went red. So I only really got that. But yeah, I mean, you can be quite aggressive with it quite early on to get tyre temping. Yeah. You'll have a good 45 minutes, so we'll probably come in and do a pressure bleed. Yeah. After kind of 5-6 laps. I'll bring my laptop to the car, just have a really quick peek while they're doing the pressure bleed of what you're doing, just so I can give you a few pointers. Perfect. But for all intents and purposes, just use your first session just to get used to the track, because you've never been round. Never. Just sim lap. So I know where it goes, but it's completely different to the actual thing, isn't it? Yeah, for this particular track especially. I mean, at least with some of the flat tracks, it's not too bad, but with here, there's so much undulation, so much camber in certain corners. I mean, even looking at Eau Rouge yesterday, it's like you said, you came to have a look. It's massive. Yeah. It's mad, isn't it? No. Oh, really? Uh-oh. Do you know what car? 2 red flags already. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. They've been there a while, haven't they? Hopefully everyone's all right. Hopefully everyone's all right. Hey! How's it going? How was Miami? It was awesome. Good, good. Can you tell from my voice? Yeah, I was going to say, you definitely had a good time. I haven't actually been in the car. Ollie has for about 3 laps, that's it. But I think something awful's happened because there's a helicopter and stuff. There he goes. Finally getting to go out. Had a bit of a stoppage, helicopter and stuff, but I've heard that the guy's okay, which is the main thing. We're going to be going out in a sec. Soon, please. Sat in it twice now. Actually 3 times. I've done 3 driver changes practice. At least I can get in and out of it quickly. What's the time now?
11:15. Still haven't been out.
I got up at 7 AM for this.
How was your session?
Brilliant.
I would say got some lunch. Hopefully we can run at 1.
Bloody hell. Now it's lunch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. How long have we actually got until I need to get in?
It's 1 p.m.
1 session.
Yeah, you got time.
Oh right, so we have.
You can go lunch if you want.
You got lunch.
Right. Okay.
I shouldn't have had those 19 class on.
Well, morning session. free. The weather is, yeah, it's damp. I mean, we're going out on wet just to kind of be safe. I mean, after a few laps, it's not actually raining, it's just damp from when it has rained a couple minutes ago. A few laps, GT3 is going around, maybe it will dry up again. Hopefully we can get out this time. Finally got out in the car, although it is wet, so it's not dry like this morning. But so first time round Spa in the wet, it was fun, not gonna lie. It was on edge, like I had to stay off all the curbs because I was like, I'm not touching the curbs, I know they're gonna be dead slippery, and it was really greasy out there. But really got used to the track, really happy. Not a bad time considering first time out ever on Spa and first time out in the wet on Spa, so pretty happy considering that. RAFA's out now. RAFA is quite funny because obviously RAFA was in Miami yesterday and he came over this morning, but he didn't actually miss anything because we didn't get out this morning. So in a way that's good. And he's gone out now and see how he gets on. But it's a tricky track for sure. Really, really tricky track. Going up Eau Rouge in the wet. I mean, bit of a feeling. You can really feel the balance of the car. Like it just goes like this and then it comes back down. It's a really nice feeling, but you know, I prefer to be doing it in the dry and getting used to it in the drive. But I guess this is kind of a nice way round because I'm learning all the tricky things about the circuit. And a lot of people have said Spa is wet a lot, so this is only good practice for, you know, maybe the race will be wet, who knows? So we'll see how it goes and we'll catch up with RAFA when he's back in.
Feeling good. I was going, I think, quicker. Yeah. And then there comes three, and they go by me, they blind me, and I'm not sure exactly what the track line is quite yet. Yeah. So I would lift just to get around the corner, to then be able to get on the gas and make sure I didn't go too far. I was just getting a feel for where the car is, you know, versus the track. So, but this next session we're gonna go and do a full 45 minutes. So. The more laps I do, my brain's gonna know I'm fine or I'm not. Yeah. But right now, since I've only gone a total of like 10 laps, 8 laps, thank you. I'm still gonna figure it out. The width of the track, how much is it gonna push? Yeah. Oh no, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that was inside.
Thank you. Please tell me you got that on film. I'm sorry, I've got ice cream on your carpet now, Mark.
Oh, what? Unbelievable.
And every time that I felt like I was going to push and go fast, the GT3s came by and blinded me, and I kept lifting, and then I kept doing it, and I was like, I'm just going to stay behind you, and we'll both deal with it. I was like, it's fine. Yeah. No, I figured we're doing similar pace, so I figured I'll just stay behind you, put a little bit of pressure, have you like push, and it was pushing me, so it was good. That was a good time.
Definitely got wetter. Got Ollie going out now. He's going to set a time for me and RAFA. And yeah, we're good.
Really pleased actually, really pleased with today because, you know, we kind of came into it and it was dry this morning, but we had an unfortunate morning. We didn't get any timing because of red flags and all sorts. It's weird actually, thinking back to it, because there were so many red flags in the dry and there wasn't as many red flags in the wet. But anyway, scrap that to the side, had a rubbish morning. And then it rained, and you know, me and Rafa have never done this circuit before, and it's really difficult to get to terms with, especially in the wet. So it's not a very forgiving circuit. If you touch those curves or the white line, it's a bit sketchy. So you want to stay out of the way of them. But yeah, we both know our way around. We both got down to decent lap times. I'm not far off Ollie Webb's time that he did in the wet, so I'm pretty happy with that, seeing as I've not done any laps around here before, other than today. Rafa's chipping away each lap as well, which has gone really well. He should be super happy, especially flying in straight from the Miami Grand Prix. So,
Day was awesome. It was interesting learning the track. That alone was challenging. It's a pretty tough track. It's a long track, 20 turns, a lot of traffic with a bunch of rain. So pretty challenging just in general to learn the track and keep, you know, sight of where you are. But overall, it was incredible. It was an awesome track. I started pushing it at the end and ran into traffic and then had to lift off.
Yeah.
Traffic meaning, you know, we had some GT3s flying by, and with as much water as it is, they just blind you. So then not knowing the track and not feeling 100% comfortable with it, I just let them get away until the cloud clears, and then I go. So it's impacting the time a little bit. But this last time when we did a pretty good lap, I think it was just me lifting, and I don't know if I'm thinking too far ahead, and my foot is just drifting off the pedal because I'm not intentionally lifting on a straightaway. So on a couple of big straights, I was losing
time though, so
like 4 seconds or so on the straights, which is, you know, easy time or free time. So hopefully tomorrow I'll come back, you know, with a lot more confidence, and rest will be good. But yeah, I'm excited to be back here, you know, in the morning and get after it.
You literally flew in from Miami, so you should be pretty
Flew in
happy.
from Miami. Overall, pretty pleased with how the day went, and if I'm going to learn the track, you know, in the rain, I know I'll be better in the dry. So that's exciting.
Exactly. Boom. On to tomorrow.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
So round the back's a bit better than it was yesterday, and here's the same. Just after the first couple of laps, when you're back into it, just really work on that throttle, keeping that right leg pinned down. And then if you need to brake early, fine, but until you brake, we need to see full throttle until you're on the brake. Yeah?
Day 2, and it's still raining. But I got my coffee, been out for the first session, did about 8-9 laps. Warm the tyres in, obviously, as they were dead cold. Took a lap or so, then started to build on pace-wise. Got down to a good lap time, then had a lot of traffic for a few laps, but I was working on certain sectors on those laps when I was kind of caught by traffic, and just focused on sectors rather than putting the lap together. There's nothing you can do when you get in traffic. And made an improvement from yesterday in Sector 1 and Sector 2. So really happy about that. Obviously, when you're doing a 2-day test, you want to kind of start off or be faster than you were at the end of the day 1. So we've ticked that box, and I think later on we're really going to be bang on the pace. Rafa's out now. He's improving by the looks of things already, which is brilliant. Yeah, we're on for a good day. But yeah, Ollie's been great, and looking forward to more coaching today, more data sessions, and hopefully a clean day in the sense of no red flags and no stoppages.
Yeah, round the back it's starting to dry up, so just put your outside tyres in the dry line. Sector 1's still damp, but just pay attention to that ABS.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Got it. Thank you.
needs to be heavier.
Yeah, give in.
Good job.
Thank you. As you can see, the sun has decided to appear in little cracks in the sky, which is great because we're getting a dry line. As you can see just up Eau Rouge, I mean, when I was out, there was a dry line appearing, but Eau Rouge was still soaking wet with puddles, and then the other side of the track would be dry. So it's really frustrating because you'd be on wets still because it's not quite there for slicks, but it's really slippery on the wets, which is it's weird to get your head around because it's not dry enough for slicks, but it's also not wet enough for wet. So it's like this awkward in between, which is obviously the worst conditions to have. I'd rather it be one or the other.
Wasted on a race team. You should have been a showgirl.
Little cuties. Ah, had to rain on you, didn't it?
It's all good.
I feel bad now.
It's okay.
Typical Belgium.
What's that?
Typical Spa, apparently.
Yeah, it's insane.
Fucking weather.
Yeah, it's insane. It's so wild. I was like, I know it's going to rain, and sure enough, I feel like it's weather now.
I actually said to
Did you
Ollie,
get one lap or not?
I said to Ollie when...
Because it was full course yellow when I went out.
Yeah, oh, right.
Oh, yes.
Ron,
So it was.
Lamborghini was in the...
Ron went out, and he's on his first lap, and I said to Ollie, you wait. Halfway through the next lap, it's going to start to rain.
Yeah. Because it was full course yellow, so I went out, and sure enough, like I'm going on the straight, and it's already starting to come down.
Yeah.
And by the time I came back around, you couldn't see the dry line anymore. It was already like kind of glossy. So it looked like this already. Like it was not heavy rain, but it was already like this. So.
He said it was going to happen. Like, it's going to happen to me.
So it's my luck. That's the way it's been this weekend. So it's okay.
So annoying.
It's all good.
Next stop, sim tomorrow, and then in a week we'll have to pull Ricard.
Yep.
But yeah, overall really good test. Thanks, Ollie.
No problem.
For your help.
Good job.
Good job too, mate.
Oh yeah, how do you enjoy Spa? That's the main question.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, having not done only 5 laps in the dry, I'm not gonna lie, I had so much fun on this track in the wet. Like, I actually really enjoyed it. I don't know about you. Just wait for that. But driving it in the wet, I just had a smile on my face the whole time and just chipping away and getting quicker and quicker each lap, and like going up Eau Rouge was absolutely mental. And it's a great feeling, but then from going in the wet into the dry, I think as a driver, it really helped my performance. I don't know, just as soon as I got out there in the dry, I was on the pace straight away. So that was nice, but no idea if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, for me it was, I loved it. It was awesome. It was just iconic track to visit. But I spent, I think, most of the time just in my head trying to process it all.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get enough laps. This morning it was wet and dry. Yeah. So I went one session this morning, but I didn't really drive the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Because when I was supposed to go out, it was too dry for wets. It was too wet for slicks. And then we had the car issue the next session. And then the last session we had the rain. So it's all good. I enjoyed it. I'll be back. But I'm glad I came, and I think I accomplished a lot. Just
yeah.
getting
I mean,
comfortable with
certainly
it, so.
from yesterday and then overnight to this morning, just a frustrating afternoon. But I'm hoping when you guys come back for the test, you'll have your best foot forward. Then it won't be like an overload of information where you're like dealing with the corner after it's already happened. You'll be able to actually take it in and really focus on the smaller points. Yeah.
It didn't go my way this weekend, but I did get plenty of seat time, learned the track at least. Didn't get to actually do a dry line lap even. So when we come back for the practice, hopefully we'll get some lap times in. But as always, thank you for watching. See you next time.